The 2020 U.S. presidential election has shaped up to be one for the history books, with the incumbent Donald Trump accusing the opposition of seeking to rig the election. Democrat candidate Joe Biden has on his part expressed confidence in a win. Now, speaking on Tuesday night, President Trump, who is seeking another 4 years in office, said his team would be moving to the Supreme Court in an effort to stop vote counting.
It's not every day that you hear an incumbent presidential candidate cry foul in an election while possessed of the instrument of power. Usually it happens the other way around. U.S. President Donald Trump began by tweeting, "We are up big, but they're trying to steal the election." Then, Tuesday night, he characteristically blew convention out of the water by restating his intent to contest the legitimacy of the exercise.
This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win. So we'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop.
The Supreme Court threat and the fear of violence have seen storefronts boarded up in Washington and Philadelphia and has seen multiple rings of barriers erected around the White House. The situation and turn of events has led Kenyans on social media to draw comparisons to some of our presidential elections past. Trump's main challenger and the Democratic candidate Joe Biden also exuded confidence that he would emerge victorious.
It's not my place or Donald Trump's place to declare who's won this election.
For either Trump or Biden to win outright, they would need to secure 270 electoral votes, which is 50% plus one of the votes cast by the 538 members of the Electoral College. The number of electors from each state is determined by the size of its population. All except for 2 states award all the Electoral College votes to whoever won the popular vote in the state. But it is possible for a candidate to win the election despite losing the popular vote, as happened in 2016, when Hillary Clinton lost to Trump despite garnering almost 3 million more votes. Should either candidate fail to secure the 270 electoral votes required to win, the House of Representatives would vote to elect the president. But that has only happened once in U.S. history, in 1824. It's also worth taking note that who wins the presidential election is not up to the whole country, rather what is famously known as the swing or battleground states, which could go either red or blue and have historically been decided by a narrow margin. In fact, when Trump won all 6 in 2016, he won 3 by less than a percentage point of the popular vote. According to U.S. media projections, Trump has taken Florida, while Biden has secured Wisconsin and Arizona. The battle for the swing state of Pennsylvania saw Trump take to Twitter on Monday to warn of violence in the streets after a Supreme Court decision allowed for ballots to be counted for up to 3 days after the election. Trump has accused Democrats of plotting to rig the election through mail-in voting, which he's argued is vulnerable to manipulation. The U.S. has acted as watchdog in elections around the world, and now its electoral processes are under attack from none less than the head of state.
Well, a very intriguing election there in the United States. We'll continue bringing you more details of exactly what will be happening in the next hours and coming days as well.